it is December 17th, Tuesday, and it is a overcast, pretty dreary morning. Not super cold. So it did rain all last night, and yeah, and I didn't really sleep super great. I woke up at like 4:30 and then went back to sleep, and I would go to sleep for a little bit, but I kept waking up, tossing and turning. And then I finally went back to sleep this morning and woke up at 7:20, which is pretty late, but like I said, I'm just easing myself back into this, and because I'm going to bed late so I don't wake up in the middle of the night like I did last night. But it could have been worse if I went to sleep earlier. Who knows? I could have woke up at like 2 in the morning. But anyways, it is what it is. I'm awake now. I'm all packed up, and I'm ready to get on trail as soon as I'm done talking with y'all. I have no idea how far I'm going today. I'm just going to hike, see how I feel. I'm going to take it slow. My knee is not hurting me this morning, so that's a good thing. I don't know what will happen once I start hiking. And what else? Yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm going over the James River. Is that right? I'm not really sure, but I'll let you know when I'm going over it. But I think it's coming up pretty soon. And like I said, I'm just going to hike and see how far I get. And, yeah, and look for a place to dip out when it gets to be around 3-ish or something. So, yeah, so I'm just going to pack up my few little things, get to hiking southbound, and I will get back with y'all. All right. Hey y'all, so I'm on the James River Bridge, and this is the James River that you see around me. I remember this section vividly from my northbound hike. Yeah, it seemed like it was, once I got here, I had come really, really far. So, oh man, I still have all that to go back, but that's all right. All I got is time, right? Oh man, it's pretty morning, even though it's really overcast and socked in. It's a really, it kind of makes a really cool effect out here. So it's pretty cool. The river's really, really glassy. Man. This is really glassy. Very murky. Can't really see down into it. Yeah, so I think after this, well, I think I kind of go up and down a little bit, and then I'll start climbing. So I have some good climbing coming up. So, yeah, I'm going to keep on hiking, and when I take a break or something, I will get back with y'all. All right. Oh, yeah, there was one other thing I wanted to talk about. If you are going to through hike or do a long section, I strongly suggest everyone try this at least once, even if you're not into Southern Rock. Right when you're leaving camp, put on your headphones and put on Freebird as you're walking away from camp. I'm telling you, it's an amazing experience. It really is. Yeah, I think everyone should try that at least once in their life if you're a through hiker or a long section hiker or even a section hiker. Yeah, all right, I'll get back with you. Hey y'all, so I've hiked about 6 miles. I'm at this little brook, debating whether to get water here. I'm pretty hydrated. I just peed and my pee's still clear. And I still have a liter of water, but I'm gonna chug a bunch because I'm gonna eat a protein bar. Usually after like 5-6 miles, or if it's really, really tough terrain, maybe 4 miles, I'll eat a protein bar and a little bit of sugar. These new protein bars I got, I'm trying new ones because those protein cookies were horrible, and they're like Think bars, and they're horrible too, man. And I looked and they have 0 sugar, so that's probably why they don't taste that good at all. I don't even know why people try to make stuff without sugar, like anything sweet. It's weird to me. I'm like, man, if you're gonna make something sweet, put some sugar in it, you know? Well, anyways, let me see. Oh yeah, so that climb coming out of the James River is pretty tough, man. It's like, I don't know, I'm still not done with it. As you can see back there, the trail goes up. I think I have another mile to climb, and I've already done 2. So yeah, it's pretty tough. Pretty tough climb out of there. I don't think it's as tough as the northbound climb though. But anyways, what I was going to talk about is hiker smell. So I guess being off that long too, I kind of, after a while, when you've been out here for a while, it's not like you can still smell yourself and you still know you stink, but it's like normal, and it just becomes like a normal smell to you, and it doesn't seem overpowering. But since I've been gone, my smell is just, oh my gosh, it's just horrible. And I'm just like, this morning I was like, oh, and then so I'm sure each day I'm just gonna be like, yeah. So so even that little bit of time got that smell out of my nose. So it's weird, man. It's just like starting off new almost. It's so crazy. Yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna sit here and eat for a little bit and get back to hiking, and I will get back with y'all. All right. Hey y'all, so I'm on High Cock Knob. Yes, High Cock Knob. It's funny, when I was at home I was watching a bunch of old videos, through hike videos. I was watching one of Ivy Chat's, and he was talking about all the sexual innuendos that are out here. All the gaps are named in the knobs. And it's true, there is something weird about it, man. I just don't know, but yeah, High Cock Knob. I don't know what to say about that. But it's, I mean, during the summer there would be no view, but look at that. Beautiful. So, let me see, it's like almost 3 o'clock, and I would say my knee, I hadn't felt my knee all day, and then maybe like a mile and a half back, I started feeling little tings, and I can feel it getting a little like worse and worse and a little bit more stiffened up. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and look for somewhere to bail out, because that's the thing, I don't want to. That's what I did yesterday. After it started hurting really bad, I just stopped early, and that's what I'm gonna do now. But I mean, it probably won't be super early that I'll stop, but I looked, in like 3.2 miles, there's a spring, and in the comments they said there's camping there. So I'll probably check that out, and ditch out there, hopefully. If not, the next place is another 4 miles to this shelter. Can't remember what it's called, like Thunder or something shelter. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna check out that spring when I get to it, and if it looks good, I'm gonna just go ahead and bail out there, man, give my knee a rest. So I'm gonna be going down after this, and then once I get down, I think there's parking down there, then I'll have to climb up another, I don't know, mile and a half to that spring. So yep, let me get on moving southbound, and I will get back with y'all. All right. Hey y'all, so I made it to that spring with that little stealth spot. As you can see, this is it. So there's that lumpy grassy spot right there, which would be a good spot because it's all wet, and the other spots are kind of dirt, and that black dirt that sticks. But that spot is pretty lumpy, and I don't know, it's not super flat. And then you have that over there, which is tilted for sure, and this spot right here looks the flattest, but it's right in that dirt, that rich dirt, and you know that's gonna stick to my tent. But oh well, I think I'm gonna put it there. I think that's my best bet. And then I guess there's a little spot back there, but yeah, you can, it's not the greatest camp spot. I think it's just a stealth spot, so it's not even designated camp spot. I think the spring's back there. I haven't even checked if it's flowing, but I'm assuming since it's been raining every other day that it should be flowing. Yeah, so it's like a little past 4 o'clock right now, and man, it is miserable. So when I was coming down High Cock Knob, I started coming down, and all of a sudden I just saw these ominous black clouds just coming around the mountain. And you could tell it just like, you could tell it was raining. I was like, oh man, are you kidding me? Because the weather said the rain would be over by noon. And I didn't get any rain, so I looked, so I got some service, and I looked, and it said, yeah, no chance of rain. And I was like, man, I got lucky, right? But as soon as I started coming down that, it just started pouring on me. And then coming up this climb, this was like from that gap down there, I think it's 1.1 mile climb, but man, it's a tough climb too. So yeah, so I'm wet, all my clothes are wet, which means I'm going to put on wet clothes in the morning. And I think it's going to be pretty cold in the morning. So that'll be fun. Yeah. But anyways, let me get my tent set up, get everything set up, and I will get back with y'all. All right. All right, y'all. This is my home for the night. So, this will be my first night since I've been back to sleep in my tent. I guess it's not too bad of a spot. It's just going to be dirty when I put it up. So what I'm doing right now is, so I have my raincoat on underneath this down jacket, and I put my down jacket over my raincoat. I let my raincoat dry in the wind a little bit. Once it dried, I put this on over it. So I'm trying to dry those shirts off with my body heat, so I don't have to have them wet in the morning when I get up, so I don't have to put on wet shirts. So I'm trying to dry them for now. Yeah, I would love to have come here and just ripped them off and put on some dry shirts under, you know, because I have a thermal and a icebreaker mid shirt I could put on. Just take these off, but I don't want it to be wet when I put them on in the morning. So I'm trying to dry them off as much as I can using my body heat. It's the only way it's going to dry out here. And another thing I did, if you see my Z seats down there, so that's another thing you can use your Z seat for, is so you can change your clothes. So when you got to change into clothes, you can take your shoes off and then put your feet on this and change into the clothes so your feet don't get muddy. So that's another great thing the Z seat's for. It's a good, and you can also put it right by your tent where you go in and out, and it'll keep all the mud and stuff from tracking in also. So yeah, that Z seat, man, really comes in. And matter of fact, last night I used it, I propped it up to block out a little bit of breeze that was coming in the shelter. There's 100 ways you can use that. So I still got to get water. I haven't even checked the spring. And then I think I'm just going to hang out here a little bit. If you've noticed, you can see that view. It cleared up, like the fog went away. And you can see it's a nice view, winter view. Blue mountains back there. Really beautiful. It probably maybe after 20 minutes I was here, 15 minutes, all of a sudden it just blew out. And so it's the weather, if it holds out like it's been saying, it's gonna be really nice for the next, from what it said, there was a 30% chance on Monday. But you know, the weather changes so much, and I'm in the mountains, so it's hard to predict. So yeah, I'm gonna go get some water, cook some ramen, edit some of my video, and I will get back with y'all. All right. Hey y'all, so I'm gonna end it for today. Let's see, today I only did 14.1 miles, but I'm okay with that. Like I said, I'm slowly building up, getting my miles, and man, I don't know whoever said Virginia was flat. I know that's been debunked for a while, but man, whoever said that was insane. Virginia is tough, man. I remember when I did my northbound, Virginia was tough too. But I pretty much just had all climbs today. Like the very first 3 miles was really nice, and then the rest was just pretty much climbing. But yeah, 14.1, not a lot, but I'll take it. And, you know, I started feeling my knee about 2.5 miles back, so I wanted to give it a little break. But this is a pretty decent spot. I'm happy with it. Man, I don't know if y'all can hear that wind, but on the other side of the mountain, it is howling. I'm glad it's not on this side. But there are some trees up there shaking. I hope there's no widowmakers. It doesn't seem like there are. But anyways, man, it was a wet, dreary kind of a day today, but I got through it, and once I got here, the rain had stopped, so I was able to set up my tent without it getting wet. And the sun's about to go down, and I still got to finish editing my video, but I ate and everything. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna duck out in my tent and finish this video and read and go to sleep, and I will talk with y'all in the morning. All right.